that's not the point. The point is really to find out the center as a whole, what is that parking demand for that center during the peak hours of the day. And we're going to be doing that for a typical weekday in May with and without court and session. For the hours at 8 in the morning to 9 in the morning, 11 a.m., noon, 1 to capture that lunch as well as that morning peak hour. We're also doing 5 o'clock, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to capture that evening dinner rush hour as well. So we're doing that twice, both in May with court and session, without court and session. Then we're also doing it in summer for those same hours for a peak summer weekday on a hot day when the pool's in operation, over 80 degrees, perfect day outside, baseball's going on. We're also doing the same thing on a peak Saturday under that same type of ideal weather condition. But on Saturday, we're expanding our hours to include 8 to 9 to 10 a.m. to take into account basically that Kakio coffee.
So these are one examples of each of those time periods?
What's that?
So this is only one example of each of those time periods?
Not necessarily. For example, when we say 8 to 9, we're basically doing 4 passes. So in other words, we're doing 4 counts.
How do you ensure that the days you pick are not extraordinary one way or another?
That's why we're doing multiple days. For example, we're doing 2 in May and 2 in peak summer.
Okay.
But it's basically by discretion.
2 weekdays, 2 weekends in May, 2 weekends. So there's
2 weekdays in May, okay. One with court and session, one without court and session.
Yeah, but then those are different.
Different days.
I mean, because they have different. You already know those have different
constraints.
Yeah,
right.
Restrictions.
And typically,
there's no real way to know that the day you picked for not court in session is a representative day.
Correct. But to clarify that, we don't do counts on Mondays or Fridays, typically because Mondays are slow days for the restaurant industry, and Fridays are peak days. So we try to do the typical weekday from a Tuesday through Thursday under favorable weather conditions. In other words, nice sunny day outside for a May condition. For summer, we're doing a peak summer weekday under 80-degree weather, perfect swimming conditions. We're also doing a peak summer Saturday, kind of that same dynamic, 80 degrees, super nice outside, baseball going on, a lot of people at the pool, a lot of people at restaurants, a lot of people sitting outside at the Collegiate College.
Also check to see if there's events in town and something going on at the high school that might draw people away and that type of thing.
Yep. So what we're trying to capture is that worst case summer condition, the peak summer weekday and peak summer Saturday. We're also trying to capture that typical spring day in May as well. So kind of two dynamics. Worst case scenario in summer, and typical spring day.
There's 4 days of counting total?
4 days of counting, correct.